Greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. This is your first time? Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Well, as the title suggests, we're doing some trees today. Well, those are strawberries. Another video altogether. Maybe. Gotta figure out where we're putting those first. But regardless, we got some trees. We're gonna go ahead and continue our orchard. What we have here, we have 2 apples, 2 pears, 2 peaches, 2 plums. 8 trees total. We did pick these up at Walmart because, well, it was the cheapest tree around, and we weren't overall impressed with what we got from Tractor Supply last time. So yeah, as far as where we're gonna put it, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me because the wind is whipping today. But over here on last year's garden, we've gone ahead and cleared out the garden. We took most of this dirt that was higher than the rest of the elevation and moved it to our lower garden where the chickens are right now. So as it sits right now, right along the property line here, we have an apple, a peach, apple, and a peach. And we're gonna offset this row basically we're gonna, in between these 2 trees, we're gonna have one come out and we're gonna start another row, and then we're gonna offset the other row so it's out here equal with this one. We're gonna see how many we can fit in here. I'm hoping we can do 4 rows total. I'll be happy with 3. So let me go ahead and get the, tools we're gonna be using. Yep, we're gonna be using the tractor. We got the, what is that? I think that's a 12-inch auger on there. We got 2 tape measures, a set of gloves, some spray paint, and I think we'll need a shovel eventually. Now, if you're wondering why we're using the post hole digger, our soil conditions here in southeastern Virginia sucks. We have a lot of clay and a lot of sand. In our particular area, we have a clay-sand mix. It's a tongue twister. So what happens is it rains, the water doesn't soak in as well as in some areas. So what we're trying to do is make a well for the tree so it'll grow down, not out as much. So we're going to dig down about 3 feet, then we're going to backfill it with compost, and then we're going to put the tree on top of it after we water it. We learned that lesson 2 years ago when we did figs. We lost 1 fig. Yeah. You look right here, you can see 1 fig sticking out there, and there's a hole right here. So if you see that fig is so low right now, can you see that? Yeah. There we go. You see that fig is so low right now. The reason is I used the auger, drilled the hole, and filled it with dirt, didn't compact it. So when it rained, the whole thing sunk like a foot. Oops. We're gonna try to alleviate some of that this time. As far as these trees go, when I put these in, what I did was I used the backhoe and dug about a 2x2 hole that was 2 feet deep. We're trying to do it a little simpler this time, and the auger is a little simpler. Wind is kicking right now, so I know it's hard to see, and for those of you that are colorblind, you probably can't see it at all, but I've got 8 holes marked. Basically, we got a row here that's offset I basically triangulated to pull this row out. So I end up with 12 feet 6 inches between the trees and 14 feet between the row, or 12 feet 6 inches between the rows and trees on 14 foot approximately. We could probably go closer, but as these trees get bigger, I don't want them to be crowded. So yeah, we're just gonna go with that. And if you can see those holes, it might look like it's off-centered. Well, it is, because these are lined up with the property line, not the tree line. The tree line is separate from the property line. It's the way we bought the property, it's the way it was set up, so that's what we're working with. I don't think it'll be a problem though. But let me go ahead, get the tractor going, because we got 8 holes to go. There we go, 8 holes. Also, if you're wondering why I did this at the end, when I go to take off again, I'm going to lift it up, and by putting the chain around it, the auger is going to stay up, so I'll have more ground clearance, so I'm not dragging it behind me, or when I'm turning, it's not wagging its tail as much. At least that's a theory. Before I step into the wind, let me just say that I got all the compost in the holes, and now we're going to go through and we're going to water the holes heavily. We're going to water the holes heavily, 1, to help settle it some, 2, to give a good base so that the trees will go deep. So, oh, and of course, I get out here and what's not happening? The wind's not blowing like a banshee. Give it a minute. Well, I got a bucket load of the crap dirt from down back. We're going to use that to do the final packing around the plants. We're gonna go ahead and set this, and we did realize we made an error. We thought we got peaches. So I got 2 pineapple pears, 2 Bartlett pears, 2 red delicious apples, and 2 plums. Sweet red, ruby sweet? I'm just messing this whole thing up. I can't even hold the camera straight right now. Yeah, ruby sweet plums. So we don't know if we're gonna get any fruit off them, but if you don't plant them, I guarantee you won't get any fruit off them. If you don't have any, I can also guarantee you're not gonna get any fruit. Alright, Hun made mention that we had a tree missing all the way in the back, and then she realized that we're offset. So if you look, this tree here, then this tree, then this tree, it seems like there's a gap. The reason I did that is as these trees grow and branch out, the sun is right there right now. So as the day progresses, even if the trees grow tall, you're still going to have sun be able to hit the trees. At least that's my thought process on it.
Which makes sense. It does make sense when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, by doing this, it allows us to offset from the goat gate for the fence over there as well without running into a tree or having an empty spot. Hun's gonna go ahead and mulch it now. We'll go ahead and set you up with her, and I'm gonna go through and water the strawberries that she planted. And I guess we'll see you on the next episode. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, like, comment, and subscribe. And now we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.